So is Finn Russell finished, and is Andy Farrell playing with fire? And I thought you were going to score.
Ask a better question, you get a better answer.
Hi guys, welcome back. So the squads keep coming thick and fast as we build up to the Autumn Nations International Series. We've got Scotland, we've got Ireland today. I'm going to go over some of the key points that I thought were interesting, but please let me know what you want to talk about in the comments below. Love to read all those comments. So let's get straight into it with the Scottish team. Big squad, they always like naming big squads. Does Townsend, that's quite interesting. And the big news is Finn Russell is out. Now, they've got all their other 10s available. Blair Kinghorn, Hastings, and then young Ross Thompson. So, yeah, they've got 4 to choose from, but for Finn Russell to be the one left out, that is surprising. Yes, he would miss one game because he wouldn't be available because he plays in France, but still we could play the other games. So it does look like they are pushing him out the door. Or, as some of you suggest, maybe the other 3 are just playing better. Maybe that's it. But considering he'd been, deemed to breach protocol before, he's had sulks, he got left out in the summer, and we know that Townsend and Russell don't really get on. Russell is a laissez-faire type character, very laid back, and Townsend's very on it, very focused. So maybe it's just the fact that he doesn't need the hassle and these other 3 are good enough, or they're better. Let me know. It's a fascinating one. I think it's pretty much, he thinks Kinghorn had a great time in the summer. Hastings has been playing well for Gloucester for a long time. Thompson's a future. He doesn't need the hassle of Russell. Would he come back after this snub? I don't know. Fascinating one, let me know. But I think Finn may be finished for the World Cup, barring injury. We'll see. Now the other big news is the rain smashes down, which could happen in these games coming up, is Jamie Ritchie is the captain and Hogg is now just a player. I don't mind this at all. I don't think it's too much of a snub. Ritchie's been injured for a while. I like a captain in the pack, in the thick of the action. Ritchie is a first pick anyway, so that's not a problem. So's Hogg. But at fullback, it's just hard to be captain at fullback. I think he's done a decent job. He's very passionate, very committed. So let him be as good a player as he can be at fullback and let Ritchie take the decisions a bit closer to the action. So I really like that decision. As long as Hogg doesn't take it too bad, it should be fine. Anyway, a couple of other bits of information for Scotland. Sam Johnson, broken jaw, pretty nasty. So that's a bit of an issue, but they've got a few guys coming in. The young cat players, the most interesting is Jack Dempsey. He's already played for Australia 14 times and he switched allegiances. Now, whether you like it or not, it's within the rules, so I'm not going to have a go at him. It's a bit weird, but Scotland have been very upfront. They pick whoever's available. They pick the best players. They don't really, pick and choose based on kind of their own thoughts as such. As long as it's within the rules, go for it, and that's fine by me because it's within the rules. Murphy Walker, 22, young tight head, always good to have a look at props. Then the interesting guy, Stafford McDowell, massive centre, and with Johnson out, could he form a partnership with Harris? That could be quite interesting. Anyway, and then Richie Gray is back in. Now, in many of my squad selections in the past, I suggested maybe he should be back in. But obviously, he has been playing out of Scotland. He's had problems with his back, I think, or certainly injury niggles. Hasn't maybe been in the best form, and he's back in Scotland, playing really well. He's back in, and I think it's a massive boost for Scotland in the pack. Just his frame, he's a bit of a physical beast. He's played 67 times before, even though he's had a year or so absence. But I think he's going to be a massive boost for them, for sure. Then the other name that pops up to me is Cameron Redpath of Bath. Only 2 caps, and that's not because of ability. He's just had a torrid time with injury. He's back again, playing pretty well. Can they keep him fit, or can he keep himself fit, or just get lucky, play some game time for Scotland? Because we think he could be a bit of a key to unlock some defences, but we will see. And at this point, guys, I'm going to mention my affiliate link. If you're wanting to watch the match abroad, or you're struggling to watch Stan Sports or Sky Sports on the internet you've got at the moment, on the network you're on, maybe use a VPN. I've got a great deal here for Private Internet Access VPN. 3 months free, plus you get 83% off as well for 2 years. I think that's $2.11 roughly for 2 years, which is pretty decent. 30-day money-back guarantee, all that sort of thing. Encrypted IP address, all the security a VPN can give you. If you want to give it a go, I've seen some of you have tried it already, which is fantastic. use the link below to click on that. So go through that link. It is an affiliate link, but you will get that deal. So yeah, go for that if you want to try a VPN. Now let's talk Ireland. Andy Farrell's brought in 6 uncapped players, some of them from this emerging Ireland tour. So that's, been some use, you could argue, for sure. Prendergast, you won't miss him with his big mop of hair. McCarthy, Balakoon, we know he could be fantastic for Ireland with that athletic pace. Nash there as well. So no, they've had some benefit of that tour, you could argue. They do have some injuries. Henderson still out, Ian Henderson, Keith Earls, Conway, 2 experienced wingers. Yeah, they miss out. But you could say, looking at the squad, there's not too many missing out, but he is gambling a bit. He is hoping that players will come back fully fit, having just recently come back from injury. Keenan, Gibson Park, haven't played a lot. Stockdale's just come back. Casey, Tyke Byrne, Ryan, Treadwell, Baird, Conan, Van der Fleer, all ongoing issues. He's picked them all. Will he gradually drip them in? Might he rush them in? I don't know. That's a real headache for Farrell, but he's included them. I guess a lot of them are going to be doing rehab as well and maybe not straight into it, but we will see. Frawley, let's mention him in the backs. Many tip Frawley to be, the next big thing. Maybe Sexton's understudy, but you've got to think Carberry's still ahead at the moment. Like I said, Gibson Park, their number 1 choice, is in, but again, he hasn't played for a while. We've got Bundyaki banned for a couple of matches. So McCloskey maybe benefits from that. Many people have wanted him for ages. Could it be he just comes in until Aki's fit, then he's gone again? But anyway, he's got a chance. He might have to go some. We've got Jimmy O'Brien of Leinster. Can play all over the back line. Plays a lot of 15 for Leinster. We've also got James Lowe out injured at the moment. I think it's just temporary, but Stockdale again is good cover for a big power winger as well. And like I mentioned, most of the big names are in the squad. It'll be interesting to see how maybe some young forwards like Baird and Coombs, can they actually break into the 23 or even the starting team? Is Amani going to hang on in there? Prendergast, could he make a real charge of it? Who's going to be the first choice hooker? Is it going to be Sheehan if they're going to play fast? You'd think so. Timoney, could he break through? So there's a few questions for Ireland. They've proven they're already a fantastic team. With all these minor injuries and bits and pieces, might they dip a little bit in this autumn? I think it's possible, to be honest. So let me know what you think of all those squads, Scotland and Ireland. Is leaving out Finn Russell a big mistake for Gregor Townsend, or is it the right call? Is for Farrell, including some semi-injured players, going to come back and bite him? Did he need to do it? Let me know all your comments below, and I'll catch you next time.